Imagine a world without music. Now imagine losing the ability to enjoy it yourself. In this video, I'm going to discuss the reasons to protect your hearing as a musician, as well as any music lover, and what I use to protect my hearing at rehearsals, performances, and in my day-to-day life without compromising the music or my hearing. Hey, Steve Stine from Guitarism here. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, we're going to dive into a topic that often goes unnoticed, which is protecting your hearing. Now, as musicians and music lovers, we often expose ourselves to high decibel levels, putting our hearing at risk. So today what we want to do is explore reasons why you'd want to protect your hearing. And I'm going to show you a simple device that I use that can help save your hearing without compromising your musical experience. Now, I'd like to start off by just talking to you about my personal experience with hearing loss. I am now in my 50s. I've been playing guitar. I've been playing in bands since I was 17 and, never really thought about using any kind of hearing protection or anything like that. And now what I experience is I've developed hearing loss, but most important, I think, in my situation is I've lost a lot of high end. So everything sounds very muffled to me. And the problem with that is that creates a situation where I have problems when there's a lot of ambient noise. So if I'm in a restaurant or somewhere where there's a lot of people around, it is very, very difficult for me to hear. And this is, which I have found out from my doctor, is a direct result of my hearing issues. When I'm somewhere, if I'm at the restaurant with my wife or something like that, I have to really concentrate on her mouth moving as she's talking so I can hear what she's saying, because there's just so much going on. There's so much other noise. Last year at NAMM, National Association of Music Merchants, if you know what that is, out in California, I always struggle when I'm out there because there's so many people and it's really, there's just so much noise and a lot of echo. And again, when I run into people, which I run into a lot of people that I know out there, I have to really concentrate to try and hear what they're saying or, have them talk right into my ear. Well, I was introduced to a product while I was out there called Minnuendo. Now, this isn't a sales thing or something like that. There's a ton of products out there that you can use. I just haven't gotten anything else since I got this product. But basically what it is just it's hearing protection. So the company is Minnuendo. I'm going to throw a picture up on the video here so you can see this. But basically, they're very comfortable and they just go in and there's just a little slider on each side. There's no battery or anything like that. There's just a slider on each side where you can adjust the level and it works great. And so I was out there at NAMM with my daughter, and once I got a pair of these, I put them in and I started walking around, and it helped enormously with the issues that I was having, the ambient issues. And so when I got back from Minneapolis, the first thing that happened was I went to Minneapolis with my wife, and I was at some sort of a antique show with all these different vendors and stuff like that, stuff my wife loves. And so when I was in there, again, I was having the same problem. There was just so much happening. And so I had these and I put them in, and I was walking with my wife, and she could look at me and talk to me, and I could hear her, but it filtered out all this other stuff that I was dealing with. This ambient noise. And so since then, I've used them for rehearsals. I've used them for performances. I just did a show last week and I had them for that. And it's just been great. And so the point of this isn't, any one particular product. It's for you to start thinking about what it is that you need to do to avoid issues that people like me have. One of my best friends has tinnitus, which of course has been developed over years of playing in bands and rehearsals that are really loud, that sort of thing. So if you're younger and you haven't yet started experiencing any sort of, hearing loss, now is the time to start looking for something out there that might benefit you and protect your hearing. And again, it's different than it was, 30 years ago where we'd stick foam in our ears and, and then everything sounded like this when you were playing. It's not like that anymore. There's a lot of really great stuff out there that you can look at that will just bring the volume down and still keep everything nice and clear sounding. You just have to find one that works for you. And if you are around my age, a little older, a little younger, whatever it might be, and you are experiencing problems, now's not a bad time to still look into something that can stop hearing loss so you don't lose any more than you already have or any other issues that you might be running into. So Again, it's something worth thinking about, all right? So take care, stay positive, keep practicing. Please make sure that you subscribe, like, and share the video that you're watching. It always helps me out and everybody at Guitar Zoom enormously. And if you're looking for any guitar lesson materials, please do me a favor, head over to guitarzoom.com. So I'll talk to you soon, okay?